Good evening. This is Brian Shaw with Alamo Insurance Professionals in Magnolia, Texas. We're on the north suburbs of Houston, Texas. And I wanted to submit my video application for the Protégé program to see if this could further my career, my agency, and the legacy that I'm leaving behind for my family and for my children and grandchildren. I started the agency about 2.5, 3 years ago after having worked in the insurance and financial services business for about 18 years. Then I got out of it for about 8 years and decided to get back in. A little bit of a history about me. I went straight into the military out of high school. I spent 5 years on active duty. First duty station was Fort Wainwright, Alaska. Second one was Fort Campbell, Kentucky. I was an honorably discharged U.S. Army military policeman. I have since gotten my disability ratings, and I am a disabled veteran in a veteran service-connected, disabled-owned organization. I got back into the insurance industry after getting out of it for a while, and then getting back in, getting into the medical device industry. COVID kind of went through, made that very difficult. Surgeries were shut down. I couldn't do that, and decided then that it was a hustle that I enjoyed, and I grew from 0 doctors to 14 doctors in a little less than a year, revenue of around $50,000 to $75,000 a month with those doctors. However, it was a hustle every day. There was no renewal. There was nothing that was built upon that would be a renewal or say an annuity by the end of the year. Had to start all over from scratch year one or at the beginning of the year. So I got back into the insurance industry, and my son came to me and he said, "Hey Dad, I think I want to do this." We talked about it, worked through him getting his licensing, and he got licensed, and he has now been with me for about 8 months, going through a lot of the training. I've been trying to train him and grow the agency. I'm better as a salesperson, not as a trainer. I can train him, but it's kind of hard training your son because it's like, no, do it this way, instead of him letting and learning himself. I really feel that we could grow this agency to build a legacy for not only him, but for the rest of my family and my grandchildren. We do have one sub-producer. We have been growing, but not like I wanted to grow. We're not even going to hit $75,000 of revenue this year, but that's okay. We're moving in the right direction, but I need to move harder and faster in that direction. So that's where we're at right now. We have the agency contracts that we need. We are primarily trying to niche into the contractors, sub-niche into plumbers, HVAC, and electrical, along with agriculture, because I have a very strong agricultural background. I grew up on a farm in Indiana. We raised livestock, 4-H. My kids were in 4-H, and now my grandchildren are in 4-H. So part of this, or where we're wanting to move to, is to have the revenue, again, within about 18 months from today's date, of about $2 million within the agency. That will allow us to do and grow the way we want to through acquisition of other agencies and new business. It will also help me build a legacy where I can more manage agents, and my son can manage agents as we grow the agency after we get to this revenue, and we can start hiring other agents and have each agent focus on other niches and have those work on those programs and build a very sound, competent agency. We are primarily about 85%, 90% commercial insurance, and the rest is personal insurance. I would say maybe 8% personal insurance, a little bit in the life or disability health insurance areas as well. We want to grow that to where each division has a head and associates underneath it, growing each division in a competitiveness, within each division to grow. So with applying for this Protégé program and going through the Killing Commercial base camp that I've been going through, I've really finally found the program that I think is helping me. I'm learning a lot just in the base camp and watching prior videos. I'm passing that on to my son. He's learning, and I really feel that being one of the 12 in this program will put me ahead of anyone else in my area, and within the time frame that I want it to do. Then my ultimate goal would, as being chosen as one of the 12, would be to win the program. So I see myself doing that along with my son, building a legacy that I can pass down to him and to my other children and to my grandchildren. And one day when they look up and say, wow, how did we get here? They can say, Papa built that. Dad built that, and this is all for us. Would like this to be something where my kids don't have to work or do anything else for the rest of their life, but keep this agency up and running. Thank you. I hope to hear from you soon, and I know I will be one of the top 12 people to be chosen, and I know ultimately I will win this.